First contact gone wrong. The big day had finally come. Humans were about to meet aliens for the very first time. Everyone on Earth was super excited. People couldn't stop talking about it. It all started on a normal Tuesday. John, a regular guy who worked at a space listening station, heard a weird noise. At first, he thought his computer was broken. But then he realized it was a message from space. John called his boss, Sarah. She listened to the message and her eyes got big. "This is it," she whispered. "They're really out there." Soon, the whole world knew. Aliens were real, and they wanted to talk to us. The aliens called themselves the Galactic Council. They said they were friendly and wanted to welcome humans to the big space family. People all over Earth were happy. Kids drew pictures of aliens. Adults talked about all the cool things we could learn. A week later, a big alien ship came to Earth. It was shiny and looked like nothing humans had ever seen before. The ship landed in a field, and out came the aliens. They looked weird but cool. Some had blue skin, others had 4 arms. Their leader was tall with big eyes. He smiled, at least humans thought it was a smile, and said, "Greetings, humans. We come in peace." Earth's leaders met with the aliens. There were lots of handshakes and pictures. The aliens gave humans gifts, strange fruits from other planets, and little machines that could float in the air. The Galactic Council invited humans to join them. They said they would teach us about space travel and show us amazing things. It seemed too good to be true. For a few months, everything was great. Humans started learning alien languages. Some lucky people even got to visit other planets. Everyone thought this was the start of something amazing. But not everyone was so sure. Jane, a smart human spy, felt something was off. The aliens were always so nice, but sometimes she caught them looking at humans in a weird way. Jane decided to do some digging. Late one night, she snuck onto the alien ship. She was scared, but knew she had to find out the truth. Inside the ship, Jane found a secret room. There were lots of screens with information about Earth, but it wasn't friendly stuff. The aliens had plans, bad plans. Jane's heart started beating fast when she read the aliens' secret messages. The Galactic Council wasn't being nice because they liked humans. They wanted to trick humans. The truth was shocking. The Council wanted to make humans their slaves. They thought humans were strong but not very smart. The Council planned to use humans to do hard work on other planets. Jane couldn't believe it. All the nice things, the gifts, the smiles. It was all fake. The aliens just wanted to fool humans until it was too late. She knew she had to tell someone, but who would believe her? The whole world loved the aliens now. Jane took some pictures of the secret plans with her phone. Then she quietly left the ship. The next day, everything seemed normal. Aliens and humans were still being friendly. But Jane knew the terrible secret. She had to warn everyone, but she had to be careful. Jane decided to tell her old friend, Mike. He worked for the government and might be able to help. When Jane showed Mike the pictures, his face went white. "Are you sure about this?" Mike asked. Jane nodded. She was scared but sure. Mike said he would talk to some important people. But for now, they had to act normal. If the aliens found out that humans knew their plan, who knows what they might do? As the day ended, humans went to bed happy, thinking they had made new friends. But Jane couldn't sleep. She looked up at the stars and felt afraid. The aliens were still smiling, still being nice. But now Jane knew the truth. The first contact with aliens had gone very, very wrong. And the hardest part was yet to come. How to save humanity from their new friends. Earth gets mad. Jane couldn't sleep. She tossed and turned all night, thinking about what she had found out. The aliens, who everyone thought were their friends, were actually planning to make humans their slaves. It was a scary thought. Early the next morning, Jane met with Mike again. They needed a plan to tell the world about the alien trick, but it wasn't going to be easy. "We can't just go on TV and tell everyone," Mike said. "People love the aliens. They won't believe us." Jane nodded. She knew Mike was right. They needed proof that even the biggest alien fans couldn't ignore. They decided to start small. Mike had a friend named Tom who worked for the president. If they could convince Tom, maybe they could get to the president. When Tom heard their story, he laughed at first. "Come on, guys. The aliens have been nothing but nice to us," he said. But then Jane showed him the pictures she took on the alien ship. Tom's face went from smiling to serious very quickly. "Oh no," Tom whispered. "This is bad. Really bad." Tom took Jane and Mike to meet the president right away. The president listened to their story carefully. When she saw the pictures, she got very quiet. "If this is true," the president said, "then we're in big trouble." The president called an emergency meeting with all the top leaders from around the world. It was time to decide what to do about the alien problem. While the leaders met, word started to spread. People began to whisper about the aliens. Maybe they weren't as nice as everyone thought. In the meeting room, things were getting heated. Some leaders were really angry. They wanted to attack the aliens right away. "They tricked us," one leader shouted. "We should kick them off our planet now." But others were more careful. They worried that if humans attacked first, the aliens might hurt Earth. The president stood up. "We need to be smart about this," she said. "The aliens don't know that we know their plan. We can use that." As the meeting went on, more and more people outside started to learn the truth. News spread fast on the internet. Soon, the whole world was talking about it. People were shocked. They felt betrayed. All those cool alien gifts now seemed scary. What if they were secret weapons? In cities around the world, people started to protest. They held up signs that said things like "Aliens go home" and "Don't trust the Galactic Council." The aliens noticed that humans were acting different. They tried to ask what was wrong, but humans didn't want to talk to them anymore. Back in the meeting, the world leaders finally made a plan. They would pretend everything was normal for now. But secretly, they would get ready to fight back. The president went on TV to talk to everyone on Earth. She didn't tell the whole truth, but she gave a warning. "My fellow humans," she said, "we have learned some important things about our alien visitors. For now, I ask everyone to stay calm. But be ready. Things might change fast." People knew something big was happening. They started to prepare, just in case. Some people built secret rooms in their houses. Others learned how to grow their own food. The aliens were confused. They didn't understand why humans were suddenly so quiet and serious. They tried to be extra nice, giving more gifts and offering to share more technology. But humans weren't falling for it anymore. Every smile from an alien now looked fake. Every gift seemed like a trap. Earth was getting ready for a fight. In secret labs, scientists worked day and night to understand alien technology. They hoped to find a weakness they could use. Military leaders made plans for how to defend Earth if the aliens attacked. They hid weapons where the aliens couldn't find them. As days passed, the mood on Earth changed. People weren't excited about aliens anymore. Now, they were angry and scared. Jane watched all of this happen and felt both proud and worried. She was glad she had told the truth, but she was scared about what might happen next. The aliens still didn't know that humans had found out their secret plan. They thought they were still fooling everyone. But Earth was mad, really mad. And a mad Earth was getting ready to show the aliens that humans were not easy to trick or beat. As the sun set, people looked up at the stars. But now, instead of wonder, they felt determination. The aliens had tried to fool humans. Soon, they would learn that was a very big mistake. Getting ready for action. The world was buzzing like an angry beehive. Everyone knew about the aliens' evil plan now, but they had to act normal. It was like a big, scary game of pretend. In a secret underground base, Earth's best soldiers and smartest scientists were working together. They called it Operation Trojan Horse. Their job? To outsmart the aliens who thought they were so clever. General Maria Chen was in charge of the military side. She was tough and smart, with eyes that missed nothing. "We can't match their tech," she told her team. "So we'll have to be sneaky." On the science side was Dr. Aiden Queasy, a genius who could build amazing things out of almost nothing. "We need to understand their weapons," he said, holding up a piece of alien tech. "Then we can find their weak spots." Day and night, they worked. Soldiers learned new ways to fight that the aliens wouldn't expect. Scientists took apart alien gadgets and studied them. One day, a young soldier named Alex had an idea. "What if we use their own stuff against them?" she asked. Everyone looked at her. "You know, like in that old horse story." Dr. Queasy's eyes lit up. "The Trojan horse. Alex, you're brilliant." Soon, they were working on a plan to turn the aliens' gifts into secret weapons. Meanwhile, regular people were getting ready too. They couldn't build spaceships, but they could do other important things. In a small town, a teacher named Sam started teaching his students about the stars. "Know your enemy's home," he said. The kids drew maps of alien planets, learning every detail. Farmers figured out how to grow food underground, just in case. Computer experts made secret ways to talk that the aliens couldn't hear. Everyone did their part. But it wasn't all work. People found ways to have fun too, even though things were scary. They played games about outsmarting aliens. They told jokes about how silly the aliens were to think they could fool humans. Back at the secret base, they had a breakthrough. Dr. Queasy jumped up from his desk, shouting, "I've got it." He had found a way to make human weapons work against alien shields. General Chen smiled for the first time in weeks. "Now we're talking," she said. "Let's see how tough they are when their shields don't work." They tested their new weapons in a hidden valley. The boom was so loud that people in nearby towns thought it was an earthquake. But it worked. They could now fight back if they needed to. But weapons weren't enough. They needed a really good plan. That's when Jane, the spy who first found out the alien secret, had an idea. "We need to warn the other aliens," she said. Everyone looked confused. "Not all aliens are bad," Jane explained. "If we tell the good ones what's happening, maybe they'll help us." It was risky, but they decided to try. Using the aliens' own communication system, which Dr. Queasy had figured out, they sent a secret message to the stars. It was short and simple. "Humans know. Some want to help. Reply if friendly." Days passed. Nothing happened. People started to worry. What if there were no friendly aliens? What if they had just told everyone in space their plan? Then, on a quiet Tuesday night, they got an answer. A small alien ship landed in the middle of nowhere. Out stepped a group of aliens that looked nothing like the ones from the Galactic Council. "We got your message," the lead alien said. "We don't like the Council either. We want to help." It was a big moment. Humans weren't alone in the fight anymore. These new aliens taught them about space travel and gave them tips on fighting the Council. With new allies and cool weapons, Earth was almost ready. But they needed one last thing, a signal to tell everyone when to act. That's when someone remembered the word Jane had found in the Council's secret plans. Run. It was what the Council was going to tell humans when they revealed their true plan. "That's it," General Chen said. "When we're ready, we'll send out that word. But it won't mean what they think. For us, it'll mean attack." Everyone agreed. The plan was set. Now they just had to wait for the right moment. As the sun set on another day of secret preparations, people looked up at the stars. The aliens up there thought humans were weak and easy to fool. Soon, very soon, they would learn how wrong they were. Earth was ready for action. The next move belonged to the Galactic Council, and when they made it, they would find out that messing with humans was the biggest mistake they ever made. Fooling the bad guys. The big day had come. It was time to fool the aliens who thought they were so smart. Humans had to pretend to be weak and scared, even though they were ready to fight. Jane, the brave spy who first found out the aliens' plan, was nervous. She had to go to an alien party and act like she loved them. Remember, General Chen told her, smile and nod. Don't let them see how strong you really are. At the party, the alien leader, Zork, was extra nice to Jane. He kept offering her weird space food. Try this, human friend, he said with a big fake smile. It will make you very happy. Jane knew the food probably had drugs to make humans weak, but she had a secret. Dr. Queasy had given her a special pill that would stop the alien drugs from working. She ate the food and pretended to feel funny. Oh wow, she said, acting dizzy. I feel so strange. Zork looked very happy. He thought his plan was working. Yes, yes, he said. Just relax and enjoy. While Jane distracted the aliens, other humans were busy. Alex, the clever soldier, snuck into the alien ship. She was there to plant a special computer virus that Dr. Queasy had made. Alex was scared but brave. She crawled through small spaces and hid behind weird alien machines. Finally, she found the main computer. With shaky hands, she plugged in the virus. Please work, she whispered. Back at the party, the aliens were getting excited. They thought humans were getting weaker and sillier. They started talking about their plans, thinking the humans were too drugged to understand. Soon, Zork said to his alien friends, we will tell them to run, and they will obey like little pets. Jane pretended to be sleepy, but she was listening to every word. She learned when the aliens were planning to start their attack. This was very important information. Meanwhile, the computer virus was working. It was slowly changing all the alien information about Earth. Now, their computers said humans were very strong and dangerous. But the aliens didn't know this yet. In space, the friendly aliens were helping too. They sent messages to the bad aliens, pretending to be from different planets. The messages all said the same thing. Don't mess with humans. They are too powerful. The Galactic Council was starting to get worried. Why were they getting these strange warnings? But they still thought their plan would work. After all, the humans at their party looked so weak and silly. What the aliens didn't know was that humans all over the world were getting ready. They looked normal on the outside, but inside, they were like heroes waiting for a signal. In secret bases, General Chen and Dr. Queasy watched everything on big screens. They saw Jane fooling the aliens at the party. They saw Alex's virus working in the alien computers. Everything was going according to plan. It's working, Dr. Queasy said with a big smile. They have no idea what's coming. General Chen nodded. Humans are tougher than they look, she said. These aliens are in for a big surprise. As the party was ending, Zork made a big announcement. Dear human friends, he said, looking very serious. Tomorrow, we have a special surprise for you. When we say run, you must all follow our instructions. It will be a fun game. Jane and the other humans at the party pretended to be excited. Oh, how fun, they said, acting like they couldn't wait. But inside, they were thinking, just you wait and see. Alien tricks don't work on us. After the party, Jane rushed to tell General Chen everything she had learned. Now they knew exactly when the aliens would start their plan. It was time to get ready for the big fight. That night, as humans went to bed, they didn't feel scared anymore. They felt strong and clever. They had fooled the aliens who thought they were so smart. In their ships, the aliens were relaxing. They thought tomorrow would be easy. Humans are so simple, Zork said to his team. They will do whatever we say. But he was very wrong. Humans were not simple at all. They were smart and brave and ready for anything. As the sun rose on the big day, everyone was ready. The aliens thought they would say run and humans would obey. But humans had a different plan. When they heard run, it would mean fight back. The aliens were in for the biggest surprise of their lives. They thought they were the trickers, but really, they were the tricked. And soon, very soon, they would find out just how big their mistake had been. Surprise attack. The big day had arrived. The air was thick with tension. Humans everywhere were ready, waiting for the signal. The aliens had no idea what was coming. Zork, the alien leader, woke up feeling confident. Today was the day they would take over Earth. He put on his fanciest spacesuit and practiced his evil laugh in the mirror. Meanwhile, in the secret human base, General Chen and Dr. Queasy were already awake. They hadn't slept all night. "Is everything ready?" Chen asked. Queasy nodded, his eyes glued to the computer screens. All over the world, humans were acting normal. They went to work, walked their dogs, and bought groceries. But hidden in their pockets were special devices, waiting for the signal. At exactly 10 a.m., Zork appeared on every TV and phone screen on Earth. His big alien face looked serious. "Attention, humans," he said. "It's time for a special announcement." In homes, offices, and on the streets, people pretended to look scared. But inside, they were ready to fight. Zork took a deep breath and said the magic word, "Run." For a moment, nothing happened. The aliens watched, expecting to see humans panic. But then, boom! Suddenly, the sky was filled with hidden human spaceships. They had been there all along, covered by special invisible paint that Dr. Queasy invented. Zork's jaw dropped. "What? How?" he sputtered. On the ground, humans sprang into action. The devices in their pockets turned into powerful weapons. Grandmas pulled laser guns out of their handbags. Kids on bikes transformed their rides into mini battle tanks. Jane, the brave spy, led a team straight to the alien headquarters. "Surprise!" she shouted as they burst through the doors. The aliens were so shocked, they didn't even fight back. In space, Alex commanded a fleet of Earth's secret ships. "Let's show them what humans can do," she yelled. Her team cheered as they zoomed towards the big alien ships. The aliens tried to use their weapons, but nothing worked. Remember Alex's computer virus? It had turned off all their guns. The aliens pressed buttons frantically, but all they got were funny cat videos on their screens. Back on Earth, Zork was running around in circles, panicking. "This wasn't supposed to happen," he cried. "Humans were supposed to be easy to beat." General Chen's voice boomed from every speaker. "Attention, Galactic Council. You tried to fool us, but guess what? Humans are not as dumb as you thought." All around the world, humans were winning. In New York, a hot dog seller used his cart to trap a group of aliens. In Tokyo, a sumo wrestler sat on an alien ship, squashing it flat. In Rio, samba dancers confused the aliens with their fancy moves. The friendly aliens joined in too. They popped out of hiding and started helping humans. Some used their stretchy alien arms to tie up the bad aliens. Others used their super alien breath to blow the enemy ships away. Dr. Queasy was jumping up and down with excitement. "It's working. It's really working," he shouted. General Chen allowed herself a small smile. "Good job, everyone," she said calmly. As the day went on, more and more aliens surrendered. They realized they had made a big mistake. Humans were not weak or easy to fool. They were strong, smart, and very, very tricky. By sunset, it was all over. Humans had won. The bad aliens were locked up in a special space jail. Their ships were turned into fun rides at the amusement park. Zork, looking very silly without his fancy suit, was put in front of the cameras again. But this time, he had to say sorry to all humans. "We were wrong," he said, his head hanging low. "Humans are amazing. We're very sorry we tried to trick you." People all over Earth celebrated. There were parties in every city. Humans and friendly aliens danced together under the stars. Kids got to stay up late and eat all the ice cream they wanted. As the night sky lit up with fireworks, Jane, Alex, General Chen, and Dr. Queasy stood together, watching the happy crowds. "We did it," Jane said, smiling. "We really did it. Humans won. Evil aliens 0. Alex cheered. Dr. Queasy nodded, his eyes twinkling. "Just imagine what we'll do next," he said. "The whole universe is out there waiting for us." General Chen looked up at the stars. "Whatever comes next," she said, "we'll be ready. Because when humans work together, there's nothing we can't do." And so, Earth's greatest adventure came to an end. But really, it was just the beginning. Humans had shown the universe that they were a force to be reckoned with. And who knows what exciting things would happen next. The most awesome space battle ever. The sky was on fire. Not really, but it looked that way. Hundreds of spaceships zoomed back and forth, their engines glowing like stars. It was time for the biggest, most awesome space battle ever. On one side were the mean aliens from the Galactic Council. They had huge ships that looked like angry monsters. On the other side were the brave humans and their friendly alien pals. Their ships were smaller but super fast and tricky. Alex, the clever soldier, was leading the human fleet. She sat in the captain's chair of Earth's best ship, the Thunderbolt. "Okay, team," she said into her microphone. "Let's show these bullies what humans can do." The battle started with a big boom. The alien ships fired their lasers, lighting up space like a giant fireworks show. But the human ships were too quick. They dodged and weaved, not getting hit even once. "Woohoo!" yelled Alex as she spun her ship in a cool flip. "Can't catch us." Dr. Queasy's voice came through the radio. "Alex, use the secret weapon now." Alex grinned and pressed a big red button. Suddenly, all the human ships turned invisible. The aliens were so confused, they couldn't see where to shoot. Meanwhile, Jane was sneaking onto the biggest alien ship. She was going to try and capture the alien leader, Zork. She crawled through tiny spaces and hid behind weird alien machines. Back on Earth, General Chen was watching everything on big screens. She looked calm, but her hands were tight on her chair. "Come on, team," she whispered. "You can do this." In space, the battle was getting crazy. The friendly aliens were using their special powers to help. One stretched its long arms to grab enemy ships and toss them away. Another blew super cold breath, freezing the alien weapons. The human ships were awesome too. They had all sorts of cool tricks. One ship could split into 5 smaller ships. Another could make fake copies of itself to confuse the bad guys. But the aliens weren't giving up easy. They had a giant ship that looked like a huge octopus. Its arms kept grabbing human ships. "We need help." Alex shouted into her radio. "This space octopus is too strong." That's when something amazing happened. A big portal opened in space, glowing all colors of the rainbow. Out came a fleet of shiny ships. It was the friendly aliens' backup. "Sorry we're late," said their leader. "Traffic was bad near Jupiter." With the new help, the humans started winning. They flew in cool formations, making shapes like arrows and circles. The bad aliens didn't know where to look. Inside the big alien ship, Jane had finally found Zork. He was hiding under a table, looking scared. "Give up, Zork," Jane said. "It's over." Zork sighed and crawled out. Okay. You humans are too good. We surrender." Jane smiled and spoke into her wrist communicator. "Mission accomplished, General. We got Zork." Hearing this, Alex let out a big cheer. Yes, humans for the win. But it wasn't over yet. The octopus ship was still causing trouble. It had wrapped its arms around Earth's biggest ship. "We need a miracle," shouted Alex. And then, like magic, a miracle happened. Remember those devices Dr. Queasy made? The ones humans had in their pockets? Well, all the humans on Earth pointed them at the sky at the same time. A huge beam of energy shot up from Earth, slicing through space like a giant laser sword. It hit the octopus ship, and poof, The ship turned into a cloud of bubbles. "No way," gasped Alex. "That was awesome." The bad aliens, seeing their best ship turned into bubbles, finally gave up. White flags popped out of all their ships. Do aliens really use white flags? Who knows? As the human ships rounded up the alien ships, everyone started cheering. The noise was so loud, people on Earth could hear it. General Chen finally smiled. "Well done, everyone," she said. "That truly was the most awesome space battle ever." Back on the Thunderbolt, Alex high-fived her team. "We did it. Humans rule space." As the ships headed back to Earth, dragging the captured alien ships behind them, fireworks exploded in space. It looked like the stars were dancing. Jane, bringing Zork back in handcuffs, couldn't stop grinning. "Wait till I tell my grandkids about this," she said. And so the most awesome space battle ever came to an end. Humans had shown the universe that they were not to be messed with. They could be kind and friendly, but if you tried to bully them, watch out. As Earth came into view, looking like a beautiful blue marble, everyone had the same thought. This was just the beginning of humanity's big space adventure. Humans saved the day. The sun rose on a new day for Earth. The sky, which had been full of scary alien ships, was now clear and blue. People came out of their homes, looking up with big smiles. Humans had won. In New York, a huge party was starting. The streets were full of happy people dancing and singing. Kids rode on the shoulders of friendly aliens, waving Earth flags. It was the biggest party ever. At the United Nations building, leaders from all over the world gathered. They were there to meet the alien prisoners and decide what to do next. Jane and Alex stood guard, looking very proud in their shiny new space uniforms. General Chen walked in, leading a group of sad-looking aliens. At the front was Zork, the alien leader who had tried to trick everyone. He looked very small and silly now. "People of Earth," General Chen said in a loud voice, "we have won a great victory, but now we must decide how to move forward." Dr. Queasy stood up. "I have an idea," he said with a kind smile. "Instead of punishing the aliens, why don't we teach them? Show them why trying to trick others is wrong." Everyone thought this was a great idea. Even the aliens looked surprised and happy. Zork stepped forward. We're sorry," he said in a shaky voice. "We didn't know humans were so amazing. Can you forgive us?" The room was quiet for a moment. Then a little girl walked up to Zork. She held out a flower. "It's okay," she said. "Everyone makes mistakes. Want to be friends?" Zork's big alien eyes filled with tears. He gently took the flower. "Yes, I'd like that very much." Suddenly, the whole room was clapping and cheering. Humans and aliens were shaking hands and tentacles and hugging. It was a beautiful moment. Outside, more good things were happening. The alien ships that humans had captured were being turned into cool stuff. Some became fun rides at amusement parks. Others were changed into houses for people who needed homes. The friendly aliens who had helped in the battle were excited too. They started teaching humans about all the amazing things in space. Soon, schools had classes like how to speak alien and fun facts about black holes. But the best part was yet to come. Dr. Queasy and his team had been working on something super secret. They called everyone to a big field outside the city. "Ladies and gentlemen, aliens and humans," Dr. Queasy said with a big grin, "I present to you Earth's first real spaceship." He pressed a button, and the ground started to shake. Slowly, a huge, shiny spaceship rose from a hidden underground hangar. It was beautiful, with smooth curves and glowing lights. On the side, in big letters, it said HS Unity, Human Spaceship Unity. "Wow!" everyone gasped. Alex's eyes were as big as saucers. "Can I fly it? Please, please, please." General Chen laughed. "Not just you, Alex. We're all going to learn how to explore space together." Jane looked excited too. You mean we're going to visit other planets, make new friends? Exactly, said Dr. Queasy. But this time, we'll do it the right way. No tricks, no battles. Just friendly visits and learning from each other. The aliens who used to be enemies were amazed. Zork spoke up. Can we come too? We want to learn how to be good like humans. The human leaders looked at each other and nodded. Of course, they said. We're all in this together now. As the day ended, people gathered to watch the sunset. The sky turned orange and pink, and the first stars started to appear. But now, instead of being scared of what might be out there, everyone felt excited. Jane stood with her friends, looking up at the twinkling stars. Just think, she said, each of those stars might have new friends waiting for us. Alex nodded, grinning. And if we meet any bullies out there, we know how to handle them. General Chen put her hands on their shoulders. Remember, she said, our real strength isn't in our weapons or spaceships. It's in our kindness, our cleverness, and our ability to work together. As night fell, the new spaceship, Unity, lit up like a Christmas tree. It was a symbol of hope, a promise of amazing adventures to come. Humans had saved the day, not just for Earth, but maybe for the whole galaxy. They had shown that being strong doesn't mean being mean. It means being brave, being smart, and being kind. The universe was waiting, full of wonders and new friends to meet, and humanity was ready, with open arms and big hearts, to explore it all. The end, or maybe just the beginning of the greatest adventure ever.